have my double cow's hitch set up. If you're not familiar how to do a 2-strand double cow's hitch, I will leave a link below for you guys to follow along with. But I used the brown for the double cow's hitch, and now I'm going to add my red. So I loosened up my 2 cow's hitches, and I'm going to take my red now with my needle. And if you don't have a needle, the Paracord needle, you can slip it through without the needle. It just takes a little bit more work. I'm going to use my needle, and I'm going to go through the 2 cow's hitches just like that. And I'm going to pull it through the other side. And I'm actually going to take the red to the middle. So I'm going to pull that to the middle. Once you have your red to the middle, you're going to add your orange next. And you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to go through those 2 cow's hitches again. Pull it through to the other side. And pull the orange now to the middle. Next, you're going to take your yellow, but instead of going through the 2 cow's hitches, you're actually only going to go through the 2 middle stitches. So you're going to go over that first stitch, under the second stitch, and the third, and come out just like that. So you're only going underneath the 2 middle stitches of your cow's hitches. And now you're going to pull this one also to the middle. Next, you're going to take the 275 red cord, and you're going to go just like you did with the yellow, just under the 2 middle stitches, and you're going to pull that through also to the middle. Now that you got all your cords to the middle, we can just start. So the first cords that I'm going to be working with are the browns, and I'm going to take the brown that's on my right side, and I'm going to go under the first cord here and then over this second cord. So I'm going to go under and up through the middle and then over that second cord. Now I'm going to take the brown that is on the left side, and I'm going to go under the cord that I just worked. It's a little curly. So I'm going to go under that cord that I just worked. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go under the first cord, up through the middle, and over the second cord. So under, up, and over. Now I'm going to take the red on my right side, and I'm going to go underneath and up through these middle cords. So I'm going to go underneath all this work, and I'm going to go up through these middle cords. So on each side you have this loop with the brown that you just worked, and I'm going to go down this loop with my red on the right side. So I'm just going to go down that loop now. Do the same on the left side with the red. I'm going to take my red and I'm going to go underneath my work, up through the middle cords, and then I have that loop right here that I made. I'm going to go down through that loop. I'm going to now take the orange and I'm now going to go over my work, and you have those 2 horizontal brown pieces right here. You're going to actually go down with your orange through the middle and then up. You're going around those 2 cords and up through the middle on the right side of the orange that you're working with. Do the same on the left. You're going to go over, down through the middle, and around those 2 brown horizontal pieces. So you're going down and around, and you're going to come up on the left side of your working cord. You're going to take your yellow on the right side now, and you're going to go over your work, and you're going to go down and around those two brown pieces just like you did with the orange. So you're going to go down the middle, and then you're going to go around those pieces and up, be on the right side of your working cord, pull that up, and now you're gonna take your yellow and you're gonna go over your orange cord, and you're just gonna, actually you're just going around that orange cord. So you're gonna go around it and through. You went around it and then through or up, and that's gonna make the curl in your collar. Now you're going to do the same on the left side. So you're going to go over, and you're going to now go around those two brown horizontal pieces. So you're going to go down through the middle, around, and then up. Be on the left side of your working cord. And now you're going to go over that orange piece and go around it and then up through. Now you're going to work with these two on the top, the 275 cords in the red. And what you're going to do first is you're going to crisscross them first. So you're going to take your one that's on the right side, and you're just going to go over the one on the left, and then it makes a cross right there. Now you're going to take your one on the right side, and you're going to do the same thing that you did like with the orange. You're going to go down through the middle and then up. So you're going around those two brown pieces, and you're going to be on the right side of the working cord. And now do the same on the left. Go over, around, and up, and be on the left side of your working cord. And now we can tighten this all up. Once you have it all tightened up, we can start again. So I'm going to take the brown that is on my right, and I'm going to go under the first cord, up through the middle, and over that second cord. I'm going to take the brown on the left, go underneath my cord that I just worked, go underneath, up through the middle, and over the second. Next, you're going to take your red on your right side, and you're going to go underneath and up through the middle of the cords. And then down through that loop that you made. Do the same on the left with the red. Go underneath and up, and then down the left loop. Take your orange on your right side and go over your work, down through the middle, and around those two brown horizontal pieces, and come up through the middle on the right side of your working cord. On the left, do the same. Go over your work, around those two horizontal pieces, and up on the right side, the left side of your work, and you're coming up through the middle of your cords. Take your yellow on the right side And go over your work around those two horizontal pieces. Come up on the right side of your working cord. And then you're going to go over and around your orange cord that's on the right. Take your yellow on the left. You're going to go over, down the middle, and around those two horizontal brown pieces, and you're going to come up on the left side of your working cord. And then you're going to go over your orange that is on the left and go around it. Now take your red 275 cord and go over your left cord. And that's just so you can make that crisscross again. And then take the cord on your right and go around those, go over and around those two horizontal brown pieces. And come out on the right side of your cord. And then take your left cord and go around those two horizontal pieces and come up on your right side, left side of your working cord, and you can tighten it up. Take your brown on the right side, go under and over. Take your brown on the left side, go underneath your cord, under and then over. Take the red on the right side and go underneath your work. And then down through that loop on the right side of the brown. Take your left cord, go underneath your work, up, and then down. Take your orange cord, go over those two horizontal pieces, down the middle, and then around, and then up. Go around the two horizontal pieces with the orange and go to the left. Take your yellow now, go around those two horizontal pieces, so you're going to go down and around, come out on the right side, and then go over your orange cord and around it. Do the same on the left. Go down and around, then over the orange and around it. Take your red 275 cords, take the one on the right, go over the one on the left to make that crisscross. Take the one on the right now, go over and around the two brown horizontal pieces. Take the one on the left, do the same, go around and come out on the left side of your working cord, and then tighten it up. So this is what it looks like so far. You have the brown, the red, the orange, the yellow with the curl, and then the crisscross in the middle. So I'm going to continue this pattern all the way down, and when I get to the end, I'll show you guys how I do my tie-off and how I am going to attach my BioThane to it. I am at the end of my collar now, and I took it off the jig, and now we can start weaving in our cords. The cords that we're going to be weaving into the collar from the front to the back are the two 275 cords, the 2 yellow cords, and the 2 orange cords. The red and brown cords that are coming out of the sides of your collar will be cut right there. So using my paracord needle, I will sew in, I'm going to go from the orange to the yellow to the red. So I'm going to be taking the orange that is on my right side. Using my needle, there is a small hole between your 2 cow's hitches and all of your work. You're going to go in that hole and just push it through to the other side. If you don't have a needle, you can still push it through. It just takes a little extra work. Now I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. Next I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to go through the same hole that I did with the orange, and I'm just going to push it through and do the same on the other side. Next you're going to take your 275 cord that is on your left side, and you have a small hole in between these 2 cow's hitches. You're going to go through that hole and pull it to the other side. Then you're going to take your 275 cord that is on your right side, and you're going to go over the 275 cord that you just put in. You want to go on the left side of that cord, and that is going to create that last crisscross for you. Once you're done with all that, we can start cutting and burning. I like to start on the sides of the collar, and I am going to cut about 1/4 of an inch away from the collar. I like to fray them out. I think it makes a better mushroom cap on the cord. I am going to be using a butter knife to squish the caps down. Now I'm just going to burn them and squish them down. Once you have both sides done, you can start on the middle. I like to work from my outer pieces to the middle, so I will be starting with the orange and then do the yellow and then the red. I suggest that you pull on them just to tighten them up one more time. Now from here I'm going to go maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch down from where the cord comes out of the collar. And I'm going to do the same but fluffing them up, and then I'll burn them one at a time. Now that I have everything cut and burnt and squashed down, I am going to be using this Gorilla Glue. It's clear non-foaming Gorilla Glue, and I like to put it on my ends that I cut and burnt for extra security. Now this is something that you don't have to do. I do this for my leashes and all of my collars. It makes it shinier in that one spot where it is. The glue is waterproof, so nothing will happen to it, and it makes it stiffer in this particular area also. But I've never had anything that I know of, never had anything come apart, and nobody's ever complained or said anything. So that is one reason why I leave my ends a little bit longer, and that's so I can put the glue on them to make it a little bit stronger hold in that area. You could go a little bit shorter than what I did on these. maybe, I don't know, like from right here down, they might be a little bit longer, but I'm happy with it. Now, for this glue to dry, it takes 4 to 10 hours. It really depends on where you live. I live in Colorado, so it's a dry climate here, so it doesn't take as long for it to dry, but I will let this dry overnight tonight, and then tomorrow put on the BioThane, which I am going to be using a red BioThane for this collar, and we'll put this on and you can see what the finished result looks like.